Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Bandai Namco Summer Showcase live from Studio Odyssey.
Oh wow, it is Sea-Dog. What the fuck?
Exciting lineup of game news along with Connor Cahoon.
Thank you so much.
How's it going, Mudo?
Thank you so much to Bandai Namco Entertainment for having us here today with everyone watching online.
What's Sea-Dog doing there?
Some of you out there may be familiar with the Summer Showcase. Now it's the.
Let me go ahead and back up and just. Okay. We had our buffer already. Bummer.
But you may notice we're in a very different setting this year. A very swanky set.
It is very swanky. We have been transported into this amazing Tokyo meets LA inspired city where you can come along as we meet different game producers and reveal some brand new games and trailers.
Ooh, and I think we're ready to reveal our first worldwide reveal. Sorry about that. I'm so excited. I can't help myself.
I'm ready.
I know. To start us off, we have the very first look at it.
God, I love this shit.
Massively popular anime franchise with explosive action, touching friendship, and heroic characters. This is sure to go beyond all.
I don't know if I should. I mean, I don't partake in any of this stuff, so I don't know if I should talk or not. Yeah, it was actually cool in Japan seeing a bunch of My Hero stuff. Actually, in the was it the Tokyo Skytree? They had like this My Hero area at the very tip top of the tower. Yeah, it's hard to say like which one was the better one. Skytree or Tokyo Tower. Tokyo Tower definitely better centered, but Skytree was probably better overall. Graphics look good. Art style looks good. Yeah, art style looks great.
We've known each other long enough, and you should know.
Can't really tell what type of game it is, though.
Hello everyone. 配信をご覧の皆様こんにちは。僕のアカデミア All's Justice のプロデューサー宮崎青葉です。
Ah.
ようやく皆様にゲームのお披露目ができて本当に
Okay, how are the sound levels, though?
本作は僕のヒーローアカデミアの
Test. I might as well make sure it looks okay. Let me boost the levels a little bit.
最終決戦をコンセプトとした対戦アクションゲームとなります。本作ではこれまで僕のヒーローアカデミアのゲームをプレイしていただいた皆様にはもちろん、アニメを熱心にご覧になっている皆様にも新たな楽しみをお届けできるよう、物語のクライマックスである最終決戦をゲームならではの
let me prime that part of it. Because we do have the thing available still, so let me grab that and then I'll put it back on. Mic is fine, stream is low. Okay, I'll boost the stream up.
本作にはアニメに登場する数多くのキャラクターを実装しています。最終決戦で活躍した人気キャラ
Stream
ク
is
ター
fine now?
たち
Okay,
を参
thanks.
戦
Thanks,
し
Rosary.
あの時見せた新技や新形態も使用可能になります。さらにヒロアカ家庭用ゲームでは初となる遊泳高校1年 A 組生徒が全員登場することも魅力の一つです。各キャラクターユニークの個性を忠実に再現したバトルをお楽しみください。バトルシステムはアニメファンもゲームファンもどなたでも
Okay, so it looks like an arena fighter? Or is this a single player? This is probably single player, right?
最大3人のチームを組むことができ、キャラクターチェンジを行いながらコンボをつないでいく3対3のコンビネーションバトルを楽しむことが
Form
できます。
teams, 3 characters.
また、ライジングというシステムによりキャラクターを大幅にパワーアップすることが可能です。バトルシステムに関する詳細は
Yeah, I wonder if this is a
情報にご期待ください。本日は
if that's like actual UI where there's like really no anything on the screen or how they're going to do it. It'd be nice if they kind of show off the meter system and health system and stuff like that. Because I feel like a lot of arena fighters in general haven't really changed much since like Virtual On, Gundam, and then like Naruto and stuff like that.
熱いメッセージをいただいておりますので、そちらで締めさせていただきたいと思います。皆様ありがとうございました。
With that being said, yeah, the art style looks great.
How was that for our first announcement, everyone? Are you ready at home to go plus ultra? Sorry for the energy.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just so excited. Now, thank you to Miyazaki-san and the development team for bringing their passion to this project and to our summer showcase stage. And as Miyazaki-san mentioned, I have Mr. Kohei Horikoshi message right in front of me here. So let's read it, shall we? Hello, this is Kohei Horikoshi, the original creator of My Hero Academia. I'm so happy that they're making another game now that the original manga is complete. I can't believe this is happening. In earlier games, I used Ida and Kirishima. This time, you can use all of Class 1A. So I'm already excited to see who I'll master. Also, the expressions are amazing. Everything on the screen is even more plus ultra than before. Let's all play together when it's released. Thank you, Horikoshi-san, for sharing this special message with our fans. Now, for more news on My Hero Academia All's Justice, be sure to follow Bandai Namco on social media to catch more news in the future.
Up next, we have a dramatic adventure, Bound by Blood.
Oh man.
2 arrives in 2026.
We recently announced the return of Revenants in Code Vein 2. Let's check in with game producer Izuka-san to learn more about
what I was hoping for with this like stream or whatnot would be it's like, oh, they announce at 11:30, okay, they do a bunch of stuff early, and then the 12:30 would be just for like Fahkumram. I was hoping for like a more, you know.
2019年に発売されたコードウェインのシリーズ完全新作になります。コードウェインは崩壊した
I have to give props to Namco though, or actually YouTube's probably more accurate. Yeah, this looks good for a stream quality. Even action scenes like that with like a lot of particles looks pretty good. I wonder what their bitrate is, because I know I can get up to like 2K or 4K rather. Yeah, I'm running native at 2K though, so.
そこでは様々な物質を異形に変えてしまう輪廻と呼ばれる変質現象と吸血鬼たちの自我を奪い化け物へと変えてしまう渇望の月の存在で世界は滅びの一途をたどっていました。主人公は化け物に対抗する力を持つ吸血鬼ハンターでしたが任務中に命を落としてしまう。
Yeah, it looks great.
そんな主人公に自らの心臓を分けて蘇生させたのが吸血鬼
Yeah,
の
it's a shame that like Twitch is so prolific and still refuses to like upgrade any of their stuff, because I was like rewatching my stream from last night on Twitch, and yeah, it just looks bad. Like the quality is so poor. 6 meg is not enough for 720p even. At least with their compression
時間を
tech.
超えて展開するドラマティックなストーリーにぜひご期待ください。本作は PlayStation 5、Xbox シリーズ X、S、Steam にて2026年に発売予定です。今後の続報をお待ちください。それではスタジオにお戻しします。
Now, I know just thinking about the return of Code Vein is sure to get your blood pumping, but if you really want your heart to skip a beat, then brace yourself for the delightful rhythmic adventures of Patapon Replay 1+2.
Beloved rhythm games.
Yeah, usually I keep my Twitch and YouTube apart, you know, separate, because, you know, online is so infuriating to play. So typically Tuesdays and Sundays are my Tekken 8 days, and then Friday or Saturday will be my Tekken Tag 2 and Tekken 7 days. So depending on how T8's going, I might switch games, but usually I wait for T7/tag until the weekend.
We're not gonna spend too long making you wait, but we have loaded up a small army of rhythmic warriors for today's
Yeah, I was playing Dragunov Rank last night, and then I was winning, but I wasn't having any fun, so I just logged off T8.
Oh, lovely.
So Patapon is a rhythm action-adventure game where players use 4 mystical drums to command an army of cute and mysterious little eyeball creatures named Patapons.
I mean, they look really cute right there. They look like they're living their best life. I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
Exactly. And as you are their new mighty one,
Oh,
and
wow.
it's up to you to lead them on the journey to the legendary Earth End.
Oh,
You know, casual, normal stakes.
So I'm like their leader. They all respect me.
Yes, absolutely.
I can get behind this. But I was expecting something a bit more light-hearted for a rhythm game.
This is weird.
It was quite intense.
You don't have
It's
to
like
feel too powerful
almost
quite
like a
yet, but
parappa,
Playground's really, really simple.
and
Just hit
then
4 drums
God, what's
to the
that
rhythm
game
and your
called
Patapons follow
with
your lead. Every
Olmar?
time you input it correctly, they
Pikmin?
sing back.
You'd be impressed
Pikmin
with how easily
Parappa?
I would mess up for it, but it's pretty common.
Well, don't worry about that because new to this game under the help button is the constant command display. It's a convenient reminder of what drum commands will be helpful for each level.
Yeah, no problem. Like I said, I like to keep the two
Yeah,
separate.
these are the ones that are helpful for each level.
Okay.
And your basic attack goes pon, pon, pata, pon.
Yeah, I mean, here at the bottom of my screen,
they're
I do
doing a
have
little rile up here.
the info, though, but yeah, like I purposely
See, we're
don't
fighting
draw
the
people to my Twitch.
Patapon eating plant named Shuckle.
Naturally, of course that exists.
Yes.
Oh no.
And it's got these 3 arms that grab your little Patapon.
No. Okay, but they're safe right now. They're fine. We can still save them, right?
Yes.
Okay.
They can break free.
Come
we
on,
believe.
Patapons. Come on. Lock in.
I think we're good.
Okay, looks good so far.
Oh no, 2 of them are being swallowed.
Oh no.
Just a little bit.
They'll be fine, right?
Yeah, no, definitely.
No, it's-
Don't worry
it's
about
fine.
it.
It's fine.
Those
It's
little
fine.
hats that you collect in the
Let's go ahead
corner
now.
Okay.
can be buried, and then your Patapons can come back. And
Just waiting.
Wonderful, wonderful. And the whole time I have to keep pressing things to the beat and be on point.
Yes, but you know, with this game, you don't have to be super precise.
Okay.
As long as the Patapon respond, you'll continue to march on, just like them.
Yeah, for sure.
Got that. So I noticed that we're fighting this monster. Is it only boss levels in this, or are there other types of missions?
No, so there's also hunting mode, battling the Zigatons that you see along the way, and there's other mini games that kind of keep you motivated to the long journey.
Okay. And I see, even though we've lost.
This is crazy. This is like such a Japanese game.
there was a
Like I could definitely see people
Boom of
playing this in
smoke
arcade.
Right there. That was a
Yeah, they did.
like some sleep gas. Yeah.
Okay, they're back up now.
We're riling them up right now.
And that's one of the commands?
Yes, and
Okay.
you can see with the successful attacks, he's losing some arms.
Oh, yeah, he's lost one.
So I think the Patapons are doing a good job despite being a little eepy.
Okay, one arm just came back, but I think we're making some progress here.
No, definitely. I believe the Shuckle is getting pushed back as we speak.
Okay, nice.
Not even a little nap is enough to stop the Patapon. They're very determined.
Now, I am, as you would say, what?
Probably all of them.
How-
So I mean, he's likely going to have the 3-4
They'll
slide
judge
3,
for a little bit, and then they just
which will
keep
be
on
his like
going.
primary
So you
option.
just gotta
And then, assuming he still has 4 3-slide 4, that'll also be a thing.
Making some progress. Okay, maybe. All right. Okay.
And then I'm sure he'll have probably at least one more. But there's always the derivatives of those type of attacks. But those are all the primary ones he has.
Falling asleep. How do I round them up? Okay. Square, circle, X, triangle. Okay, easily.
Yes.
That would be simple. Okay.
Big jump.
So you
Oh.
can dodge.
So yes.
What?
They can do a big jump up.
Oh
into the
yeah,
air like
unknown
that
or whatever.
And avoid
Yeah,
the
that's
gas
way
bombs.
after my
Oh
time.
God.
Stop
I
playing
didn't
by
think
then.
I would be as talented with the Patapons as this. Okay.
Oh
it
really?
looks
Oh, that
like
makes sense, Mudo.
Maybe we did it.
I think they just did it.
Yes. Okay. We
Your
didn't lose too
Patapons are
many.
safe.
Okay. Good. Okay.
Yeah,
Survive
full crouch down
another
forward
day.
3 is
Oh my
his house
gosh,
sweep.
Thank God I wasn't playing that.
Oh,
But
Connor,
thank you
Sea
for
Dog,
leading us
yeah.
through that demo. I
Of course.
appreciate that so much.
And if you would like
I'm
to
thinking
learn more
this
about
is
the game,
live
we
because
recently
there have
shared
been a
full
couple of
system
times where they
trailer, which
probably
we
should have
really
cut
can
or
check out.
edited
Oh,
things out,
wonderful.
and
don't
they
forget,
didn't. So I'm
music
wondering
on
if this is actually live.
Plus 2 replay will be released on
Oh, no, this
July
would be.
11th.
Oh no, this
That'll
is in
be
Japan.
playable on
So
PlayStation
this
5,
would be like
Nintendo
what?
Switch, and PC.
It's
Just
8
only
a.m.,
1 week to go.
7 a.m.,
So,
something like that.
Thank you once again, Krista, for taking us through the first step in our journey to Earth End.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, it definitely is recorded.
Next, we'll
They just
travel
didn't
to
record. They just didn't edit it for some
Noah
reason.
And the Guardians of the Sacred
4 a.m. in Japan.
Welcome.
Feels so awkward.
A brand new IP developed by Brownies. Toa and the Guardian of the Sacred Tree is a new roguelike where bonds,
Oh, come.
blades,
I'm down
and
for
bravery
roguelikes.
decide the fate of all. You could explore this far-off mystic realm where the game launches September 19th. Today, we'll hear from game
Yeah, my
producer
hope is
Noah
that,
Hassan
like,
as he takes us
Fahkumram
deep
isn't, like,
into
crazy
game
OP, though.
mechanics and some brand new gameplay. and keeping an eye out in chat for a
Because yeah, when he
special
first came out,
PC
he
giveaway
obviously was
starting
insanely strong.
right
Not
now.
as strong as Leroy, but still insanely strong. And then they nerfed him into the ground. Leroy they nerfed hard, but like Fahkumram they hella nerfed into the ground until he was completely useless. He's still fun to play in 7, but if you play against someone who knows what they're doing, he's almost impossible to win with. But yeah, my guess is we're gonna see what we've seen so far with Tekken 8, where the DLC is pretty balanced until they get buffed at a later date. So that's my hope. I think we might see him at like Heihachi launch strength, so roughly about mid-tier, but we'll see. Maybe Namco has decided they need more money and they need to start going hard in the pay-to-win paint. Yeah, in T8 they do. T7 they definitely did not. Yeah, all the DLC in T7 was crazy pay-to-win. Luckily, so far they've done okay, but like now that T8's not selling as well as I'm sure they had hoped, we might see more pay-to-win DLC. I don't know, it's so random.
ゲームの拠点となる里では主人公トアを操作して8人の仲間たちの能力の強化や刀作りなどを行ってダンジョンをより攻略しやすくすることができます。個性豊かな里の住人たちとトアが繰り広げるサイドストーリーにもぜひご注目ください。本日はダンジョン内での
Yeah, art style looks good. I have like that isometric RPG design to it.
こちらをご覧ください。
And then, yeah, I like the idea of it being a roguelike. I still don't know what type of game this is. Is this a slasher? Is it RPG? Okay, there we go. It's a hack and slash. Okay, that makes sense. So, kind of like half Diablo with isometric design, but also with the roguelike, so, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Hardcore kind of settings.
I must not dishonor my blade.
With our hands joined, we will not lose.
Okay. Yeah, not horrible. Hades, yeah, that's probably more accurate nowadays, yeah, for sure. Good call.
烈火は侍のような見た目の通り、里にある道場の師範を務めるほどの剣の達人です。一方でトアのことが大好きなキャラクターで、トアの言うことは全肯定しちゃうけなげさが見ていてとても微笑ましいキャラクターで、個人的にも大好きなキャラクターの一人です。
Of the ones we've seen so far, this one's probably the closest. Just because I like roguelikes. I like the idea of having a different game every time you play-ish, you know? A little bit of randomness and then winner-take-all kind of mentality where you have to restart so you learn. But at the same time, what you learn doesn't help you immediately carry. It like is one of those, like it slowly builds up until you like truly understand the game. Yeah, I really liked Inscription. Inscription was super fun, although that's obviously not a Namco game. Yeah, we never finished Inscription on the absolute hardest difficulty though, whatever it was called, 300 mode or whatever. I never finished it. A couple of bad RNG runs, but it was still fun. How's it going, man? That Pocky. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of this art style, though. It's strange. I wonder what they're trying to go for. I like the game, what it looks like, but the anime style itself, I don't know. There's something off about it. I can't put my finger on it. Oh, this is Death Note. Death Note chess? Interesting. Yeah, this is definitely a choice. So it's fucking Death Note, what's it called? Among Us or some shit? Yeah, I never really like watched Death Note or read it or anything like that. The one thing that, like, I'll be honest, the one thing that bothers me about Death Note is that the character's name is Light, and then the other character's name is L. Who designed that? Wouldn't you rather have them have like 2 different letters?
The iconic Hungry
I hate
Hero
that.
as a 2D action platformer is coming when Shadow Labyrinth.
Yeah, like I said, it kind of looked like
launches
almost like
July
Among Us.
18th.
That's strange.
And Noah is here to talk more about it.
How's it going, Sydney?
It's going fantastic.
Good. You actually helped us to announce Shadow Labyrinth.
Yeah, I believe it. It's just I just think it's the names is super silly. Light and L.
Of Dark Pac-Man.
Because me, from an outside perspective, I thought Light and L were the same person.
Players will take on the role of
Until I found out, no, they're completely different characters. Like, completely different characters.
And explore mysterious and hostile planets.
Puck, as in Puck-Man, the arcade game's original name?
That's right. You really know your Pac lore.
There's lore?
Oh,
Okay,
God,
what
this
if
is
I told you
horrible.
that the Amazon Prime Video secret level Pac-Man episode.
Clearly not actors, right?
To the events of Shadow Labyrinth, and that Shadow Labyrinth.
Yeah, no, Dragon Ball named after food is cool, though.
Whose timeline canonically connects
That was
games
funny,
like Bostonian,
you know, figuring
and,
that out.
There's even a big reference to Splatterhouse.
Like, learning a little bit of
That is
Japanese.
crazy, and I am so here for it. I also really like how the
Oh,
Pac-Man
Gohan, huh?
maze inspired the game's massive map.
That's right. It's very Pac-Man, and you can eat your enemies.
Pac-Man and I have that in common. I'm kidding. But isn't that the most important thing about Pac-Man? So are there other Pac-Man things twisted to the dark side?
Yes, and Seigo Aizawa, Shadow Labyrinth's producer, has prepared a message just about that.
Interesting. This is really strange.
皆さんこんにちは。7月18日発売予定のシャドウラビリンスのプロデューサーの相沢です。今年はパックマン45周年でメイクインパクトがテーマになります。今回
That's pretty cool art.
ゲーム内で対峙することとなる G ホストと呼ばれる存在の最終形態と一部ゲームプレイをお見せしたいと思います。パックマンでおなじみの敵キャラゴーストたちを再解釈したシャドウラビリンス版 G ホストをお楽しみください。勘のいい方であれば何かにお気づきになるかもしれませんね。それではスタジオにお戻しします。どうぞ。
Also.
Thank you, Aizawa-san, and a happy 45th anniversary to Pac-Man.
That's right.
No, yeah, I heard about that. I have not watched it yet. I actually, to be honest, I forgot about it. You're talking about the game burst or whatever it's called.
Well, I'm excited to see it because Aizawa-san mentioned some exclusive gameplay.
That's right. Let's jump into it.
Yeah, I'm behind on that, and there's something else I also want to watch. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Okay, so
I'm almost done with
spoilers.
Squid
You're deep into
Game
the game,
Season
you're
3.
seeing a whole bunch of things that a player would have already
Yeah,
heard,
I
and we're going to see
plowed
a
through the
boss
bear in
battle
2
that
days.
is really far.
But yeah.
So that being
Squid
said,
Game, I'm basically on
let's
the
jump
last episode.
in.
Yeah,
Before
secret
we
level,
go,
thanks.
we need
That's
to
right.
equip some perks.
Okay, so perks. Tell me what I'm looking at here.
So I mentioned they're equipable. It's basically you get to customize your loadout. These will enhance your abilities. They're acquired through crafting in the game. And we gave ourselves a little bit more health, as you can see, and the ability to dash much larger, which will help in the battle.
Perfect. So it sounds like you can customize your loadout.
Exactly, yeah. To suit your playstyle, depending on if you want to dodge or parry.
And then these towers with classic Pac-Man ghost colors?
That's right. So that location.
Oh, yeah, you just remind me.
People who saw the Amazon Prime secret
What is
level
it?
Pac-Man episode.
Love, Death, and Robots? That's actually the
very
other one I was
familiar
thinking of.
there. And each of those
I still need to
colors
watch the new season.
corresponds to the 4 ghosts. But in this game, they're known as the G-hosts.
Yeah, it's already been spoiled for me.
And there's
So I
G
haven't
hosts
seen it yet, but it's been
dropping in
spoiled,
right now.
unfortunately. But yeah, I agree.
Parasitic organisms that you
How's it
encounter
going, Squares?
multiple times throughout the course of the game. But this is the battle with the final form of the G-host based on Blinky. Right on cue. Red Brogza Terius Gilba.
Oh my gosh, that's a mouthful.
It is. Brogza is basically an in-universe term for a core, and Terius, final, Gilba, hand, so there you go. And this guy is really powerful right off the bat. Focusing on the combat here, dodging and slashing, you have to be super precise to even survive here.
Yeah, there's the dodge.
I mean, so far this player seems to be doing fine.
Right. So his face will flash red and blue. If it flashes red, it means you can parry his attack. And blue means you need to get the heck out of the way, which we just did using the grappling.
Perfect. Well, okay, let's talk a little bit about, I'm seeing bottom left-hand corner. There's a red flashing, there's a blue.
That's right. So on the left,
Yeah, I'm still waiting for Pac-Man to do something.
Equipped because you can choose whether or not to.
Oh, there we go.
Hold on that point. This is Gaia. So this is basically the power pellet of this game. It makes you super OP. You can really wreck house with enemies, but it's time limited. That meter on the top left that just expired was our Gaia meter.
Okay, and we'll go back to talking about that bottom left-hand corner, but I want to stay on Gaia for a second. So how do we increase that meter?
So throughout the course of the game, you can kill enemies, but you can also stun them and then eat them. And then that helps to not only gain you resources to use in crafting to acquire things from the shop, but also to fill up that Gaia meter so you can get back into super OP mode.
Okay. So now going back to the bottom left, it sounds like one of those is defensive and one of those is offensive. Is that always the case?
That's right. So you would have seen, so it can be the case depending on what you equip.
Oh, okay.
And but right now, the
yeah, I'm not really a fan.
The right trigger is, or the right.
Yeah, I agree. This totally looks like 2010 sort of gameplay.
Stun move, and you would have seen that when we execute that, the boss.
Yeah, I was waiting for the boss to go into like phase 2 or phase 3. It looked like he was going to, and then nothing happened.
This huge attack with our active grappling hook.
And then I
see finally the guy got hit.
Bar just shot up. What is that?
That's right. So the red bar in the top left is your ESP meter. And so this will be consumed in larger or smaller chunks based on a variety of different moves. So there's using Puck Spark, there's even dashing, using your grappling hook. So everything consumes that. So you need to be really careful with what your moves are.
Yeah, next game I'm really excited for, period, is just GTA 6. I can't wait. Although the problem is, I never bought a PS5 or an Xbox.
Okay.
Because after being burnt like so much by buying consoles, because like I only play Tekken, right? Tekken in FPS, so there's no point for me to have a console.
Totally out of commission for a couple of seconds there, letting
it's like shit. I think it like GTA's could come out like half a year later or something like that for PC. So.
That's right.
Red's
yeah.
white.
So that was Puck Spark, one of the ESP skills that we have equipped to the triangle button, and there's a bunch of different ones that are different types of attacks that you want to use in different areas.
Yeah, they should have cut this fight down. Now, granted, I guess the guy's talking the whole time. That's the idea.
And we haven't talked about top right.
But yeah, they should have cut this portion down because yeah, he's only done like 2 different attacks.
That's done on purpose.
He's done the big slash, which looks to be the coolest animation, that one. And then he has the forward dash. That's it.
To upgrade your sword strength, your health, and a couple of other things as well.
Okay, so
and we got him.
We got him.
I mean, but we got him.
It was 2 years for GTA 5. Shit, maybe it was. Yeah.
Right?
But this is only one.
Yeah, now you mentioned I bought GTA 5 on PS3.
But also these big final battles at the end.
And real fast.
Would I buy a PS5 for GTA? Shit.
The G does stand for something.
I don't know. Like I said, that's what I've done. I used to do for Tekken.
Just out of time.
Bought a PlayStation just for Tekken.
Well, thank you so much.
That's how it was for the PS4. Ended up giving that to a local player. Shout out to Palsy.
Comes out later this month on July 18th.
Yeah, I just gave him my PS4.
There is a really cool collector's edition available from the Bandai Namco store. It includes a game map that has UV-activated secrets.
Maybe if the PS5 was cheap enough, I would. But yeah, it's like what, still like $500 or something like that.
We could match. We could all match Noah.
I can.
For more, check out the Shadow Labyrinth channel in the official Pac-Man Discord server and follow Shadow Labyrinth Games.
It's hard to say.
Thanks.
At this point, it's hard to say because GTA 6 has already been delayed like a whole year, so I've already been waiting years for it to come out.
Are you ready to face your childhood?
So at this point, I can say yes. When GTA 6 comes out, and depending on how good it is, then they'll be like, okay, well, maybe not. Hard to say. I'm sure it's going to be incredible, but at this point, I can't. I can say I would probably wait.
Now let's take a look
at
the
I don't know.
stage revealed in last week's brand showcase.
Hi, I'm Coralie Feniello, producer on Little Nightmares 3. The game will release on October 10th, 2025.
Yeah, the one thing I can definitely tell you is like GTA 5 definitely helped me get through COVID.
In Little Nightmares 3, you'll follow
Being
the
able to
journey
drive
of
around
Flo
Los
and Will.
Angeles,
Our two
essentially,
friends are traveling through several locations, trying
definitely
to
helped
find a
out.
way out of the nowhere. Now, let's have a sneak peek at one of these places with this
I think
trailer.
that's obviously one of the most fun parts about GTA in general, is just driving. Not even playing the game, just driving. I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way. I played a little bit online, but no, just story. That's the other reason why I'm not really in a tremendous rush either. Yeah, if I was an online player, yeah, I would definitely probably buy a PS5 for it. But yeah, I played online just a little bit. Just a couple days. Yeah, this is Little Nightmares 3. How's it going, Dio? Yeah, this art style looks great. I mean, they're killing it. Ah, yeah. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, that's how I felt with every other console I've ever owned other than like GameCube and shit. I had a few PS3 games, but I didn't buy a ton. Mostly just Guitar Hero and shit. And in PS4, I didn't buy anything for PS4. I bought like
Are you ready, Jack? Because it's time to party.
yeah, like Nathan Drake games, Uncharted, that was it, and then Tekken.
To tee off some more info about the. I'm sorry about the puns. Welcome, Krista.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be back. And before we start, are you a golf fan, Connor?
I've played.
Mini golf.
Mini golf.
I think I've seen you play mini golf before.
I'm so sorry. I'm not very good at all.
But fortunately, today's game is truly for everyone. Everybody's golf.
Yeah, no, actually, I used to play the shit out of God of War. I never bought it for PS3 or 4.
Pop up on this screen over here.
I love the splash shot. It looks phenomenal. Oh.
We got single player.
I think
here,
the last God of War I played might have been God of War 3.
Some new party modes with wacky golf. I want to shout out.
So I'm like way behind nowadays.
There's some solo mode. There's lots of places to golf around the world.
I see that, and I also see there is a ton of different characters.
GameCube Remaster, yeah.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, so many. Actually,
PS3 was jailbroken. Oh yeah, so I owned the original PS3, the big boy, and I ended up trading it for a Slim. It was funny too because like I didn't update my PS3, so it was running the old Linux kernel or whatever. And I thought the guy wanted it because he wanted the old kernel, and now he's like, nah. Like what? Like what the fuck?
He's got his face on the ball.
Oh wow, he threw some grass to check the wind.
That's
a high level strat. All right.
But the best thing about
that makes sense,
golf,
Muto.
It might seem like a fancy sport, but the controls are really straightforward. You see that beautiful follow through?
Nice drive, but only 210 yards. Or is that 210 to the pin?
So fast. There's no rush. It's golf. Let's try.
Oh yeah, that was a pretty weak drive for an elevated.
You just pick your power and then you swing. So that's only 3 buttons.
Sorry, I really never played like Hot Shots. I'm just talking about real life.
Okay, I think Pac-Man's had a little bit of practice. I think he's quite good at this.
I do believe he's under par right now too.
Okay, so I was unfamiliar with this game.
Yeah, I think I originally bought the first PS3 for, I think it was what $599 US. That was the
I'm
game.
sorry for doubting you, Pac-Man.
It didn't matter, of course.
Yeah, nice chipping.
You had it in the bag. Who am I to judge?
He's just here to show off now, really.
Yeah.
Same thing. You wouldn't ship that in. You would,
Yes,
you
he
would
does.
totally put that.
Okay, nice.
Little golf claps.
Okay, so there's okay, some other stages too, and this one looks a bit familiar to me.
Yeah, it looks like the rain's an obstacle here.
It does look like the UK. It's just raining, Gothic architecture. I mean, I'm home already.
Yeah, so there's different weather
The
conditions
OG
for you to
PS3
overcome,
was that like
and this is
really
another
big
feature
one.
that players can
But yeah,
customize,
it
so
didn't
along
have
with
the
time of
sliding
day
door.
and wind conditions, as you saw earlier.
It had a door for like expansion slots, so like your memory cards and stuff like that.
Any extra challenges?
Yeah, absolutely.
But then the
You can
disc,
kind of
wow, she
customize
ran
it
hella
however you'd
fast.
like.
But the
And it
disc,
seems
you know,
like
was just
Pac-Man likes the rain today.
you put it in the slot and
He's
then
living his best
it would
life.
just
He
pull it
needs
in.
to get his set in. Okay.
Oh, and to adjust for the trees and any obstacles in the way. Looks like we're putting some spin on the ball right here. And
You
it
wouldn't
looks
spin
like
the ball
lined
that
up
way, by
just
the way.
Perfect shot.
Nice shot. Beautiful, Pac-Man. And there, oh my gosh, it's cinema. That's an amazing shot.
It's just
Nice
a little
approach.
short though.
Okay, so I mean, it seems that's pretty easy for a man of Pac-Man's caliber.
Yeah. Except I think we are over par.
No,
I'm so
really?
sorry, Pac-Man. During the showcase. It's okay, we're
Okay.
gonna make it up.
Okay, the next one's gonna be better.
Yes, I do
All right,
believe
okay.
Pac-Man has a little surprise for you. Just for you, Connor.
Just for me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The nice thing with these type of games is you probably don't put in a lot of cost of development.
Into a
I think most of the development cost probably goes into just map design.
It's absolute cinema.
So yeah,
Pac-Man.
you're probably not putting much money into it. So this is like pure profit.
There's tons of accessibility features, or if you want to make your game harder or easier with larger cups or tornadoes, makes that course just a little bit more challenging.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe I could even get a hole in one.
Yeah, I think you could.
Now you probably like if this game probably sells like 1 million units, which it almost certainly will. I'm sure that's just pure
Nintendo
profit.
Switch and Steam. So it's time to become golfers, gamers.
Rise, unite, and triumph.
Yeah, you sell this game for like, I don't know, $40, 1 million units. 40 million, let's say. I can't see this costing more than like 10 million for development. Because yeah, it's probably built on an old engine and stuff like that. So it's like I said, pure profit.
RPG will be ready for action on August 28th. So please enjoy this special message from game producer Thomas-san.
The new entry to the Super Robot Wars series, a grid-based tactical combat RPG where you assemble your dream team of robots and pilots. Rise, unite, and triumph. Super Robot Wars Y. Pre-order now.
Cool. Look cool. What the game actually look like. RPG, I assume.
本日はスーパーロボット対戦シリーズの魅力についてご紹介してまいります。まずスーパーロボット対戦ですが、日本の有名なアニメーションに登場して
Yeah, look, it's like all just anime angles. So yeah, it's an RPG. Because I assume this isn't a arena fight or anything like that.
ゲームジャンルはシミュ
Okay,
レ
yeah.
ーション RPG でして、鍛え抜いたロボットで構成
Turn-based
した
combat.
自分だけの舞台を
Oh no, so actually it's
様
more
々なミッ
RPG
ショ
then.
ンを攻略していきます。バトルでは先ほどの PV で見ていただいた通り、様々なロボットの戦闘アニメーションが楽しめます。加えて戦闘データの報酬を使ってステージクリア
I wouldn't play it, but it
ロボ
looks
ット
cool.
やパイロットを強化することができます。
100 plus hours? Yeah, I
自分の
wouldn't doubt
大
it.
好きなロボットに育成リソースをつぎ込み、戦場で活躍させることがスーパーロボット対戦の醍醐味です。また、スーパーロボット対戦のもう一つの魅力は、本作
Yeah, I think it's just the type of market that they're targeting. They know that people are going to play it no matter what. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, people know what they're expecting. Me, I didn't know what to expect, so like, oh, okay.
有感のあるシナリオ体験を得ることができます。そして本作より新たにアシストリンクという新要素を導入しております。機体に登場しないいわゆるパイロットでないキャラクターが後方から戦闘を支援するシステムがアシストリンクです。敵を撃墜することで取得できるアシストカウントを消費することでアシストクルーから戦闘を有利にする様々な効果を
Yeah, almost certainly this is only targeting Japanese markets.
使用回数に応じて
Although it is in English,
強力になっていき
so
ま
it
す。
is localized.
使えば使うほど成長するというのがポイントでして、従来のシリーズでは強化育成の要素がロボットやパイロットといった戦闘キャラクター中心でしたが、ヒロインやサブキャラといった直接戦闘に参加しないキャラにも愛を注ぐことができるようになりました。最後に改めて発売日と予約特典についてお伝えさせていただきます。スーパーロボット対戦 Y は8月28日に発売予定でして、プレイステーション、Steam のストアで予約を開始しております。発売日より前に予約をしていただくと、3体のプレイヤブル機体や追加ミッションなどが手に入りますので、ぜひストアなどで詳細をご確認ください。
そしてもう一つ情報がありまして、今作に登場するアニメ作品の魅力をお伝えするため、作品の紹介やアニメ視聴場所をまとめた特設ページを近日公開予定です。スーパーロボット対戦 Y の発売までに時間がありますので、好きな作品を探してみるのも楽しいかもしれません。
Okay, interesting. So it's like all the robot brands, huh? That makes sense. So almost like they're what was that called? It's not a fighting jam when Namco did it. I can't remember what their one is, but the one with like all the fighting game community, like characters in it, like Heihachi and Ryu and stuff like that. So kind of similar thing, but just robots instead. I mean, fuck it. It makes sense why it's called Super Robot Wars then. Yeah, massive crossover game, yeah. So yeah, that's cool. Cooler than I expected. At least a guest character? Yeah, maybe. That'd be interesting. Something Beam, I love it. She doesn't know the name of her special attack. Yeah, seeing that this is a crossover, that makes much more sense. Damn. And a crossover with Godzilla? Fuck it. Why not? Cool, yeah. And it got a little bit more excited in the game after that.
A couple days ago, we did a deep dive into the Blood of Dawnwalker, an upcoming single-player, open-world, dark fantasy AAA RPG. In case you missed it, we have the team from Rebel Wolves here to share a bit more.
Monsters have always been here, watching from the shadows. And when we were at our weakest, they came out into the light. We feared for our lives, but we should have feared for our souls instead. The vampires didn't come to kill us. No, they came to rule. To turn us into mindless, docile cattle. Not me, though. They tried to change me into one of them. But I became something else instead. Their worst nightmare.
Yeah, it's mostly gameplay.
Trapped between the two worlds. Fighting to even the score. Fighting to understand the evil behind it all. He is out there, watching, seeping into you, growing.
Yeah, interesting. I was expecting more like stealth mechanics from him walking on the wall, but hack and slash are fine.
Producer here at the studio. We'd like to tell you a bit about our upcoming game, The Blood of Dawnwalker. It's a dark fantasy single-player open-world RPG set in medieval Europe in Vale Sangora. a remote valley where old legends are becoming real and vampires are stepping out of the shadows.
You play as Cohen, human by day, vampire by night. As a Dawnwalker, he's caught between two worlds. His goal? To save his family from vampire lord Brancis.
The story really changes depending on how you play. We call it a narrative sandbox. You choose what to do, when to do it, and how to approach your goals.
The game also features a dual gameplay loop. So during the day, you play as human Cohen with his sword fighting skills and magic.
Okay. Well, that's a little bit less interesting. So if he only turns into like the vampire powers at night.
But those abilities come at a cost.
I was hoping you could like select between the two. Like you don't have to be necessarily just a vampire.
Someone that matters to you.
The Blood of Dawnwalker is made out of love for RPGs. It's built to fully immerse you, keep you engaged.
I mean, it looks good. It also looks like The Witcher, though.
You can check out 20 minutes of our gameplay by scanning the QR code visible on the screen. And please don't forget to follow our channels. We're just getting started with the Blood of Dawnwalker, and there's much.
Also, I
more
wonder how
to
often
show you.
the day the night cycle happens. Is it like when you switch between quests? Like, is it always going to be nighttime at a certain quest? Oh, here we go.
Year and 8th mainline entry as a franchise.
Yeah,
Tekken 8
exactly.
has established its story as the longest continuous narrative in gaming. And today, we have Michael Murray here to give us a deeper look into the lore of Fahkumram, the latest character
pronounced it
addition to
wrong.
Tekken 8, coming to early access next week on July 7th.
Here we go.
Hello, this is Michael, producer of Tekken 8. Tekken 8 is the latest numbered entry in the legendary 3D fighting game series, delivering the most exhilarating and intense battles in the franchise's history. Today, I'd like to introduce the second additional character of Season 2, Fahkumram. Fahkumram is a national hero of Thailand and an undefeated Muay Thai champion who reigns supreme. He made his first appearance in Tekken 7, instantly standing out with his towering physique, over 2 meters tall, and the striking markings on his body. These patterns are known as Lichtenberg figures, or lightning scars, said to have been etched into his skin when he miraculously survived a lightning strike as a child.
Okay, cool.
Also known as the title Thunderstruck, he is known for his overwhelming power.
Yeah, it's what
and high
Fahkumram
fight IQ
means,
in the ring.
basically. Means essentially thunderstorm.
On his back, Fahkumram bears a sakyant, a traditional Thai tattoo with spiritual meaning. This intricate design was personally drawn by a revered monk residing in Thailand. Each of the two sections, upper and lower, carries its own distinct significance. Traditionally, sakyant normally are kind of a ward that protects the fighter, but it also has various meanings, which could be strength, courage, health, or even success. So particularly the tiger itself is usually used to symbol courage or strength. We hope players will take note of this detailed element as it embodies the deep cultural roots of both Thailand and Muay Thai. Interestingly, the same monk actually performed a blessing ceremony to pray for the success of Tekken 8. For motion capture, the team worked with Nadaka Yoshinari, the first Japanese fighter ever to unify both prestigious Muay Thai titles, Rajadamnan and Lumpini. And we have him here today.
鉄拳ファンの皆さん、こんにちは。ワンスポーツジムの石原奈々です。よろしくお願いします。
By incorporating Nadaka's movements, the team was able to deliver animations that truly capture the authenticity and impact.
Oh man. Yeah, mid-homing cancel. Jesus Christ. Oh no.
So Nadaka, after
Oh no. Off of the 4 slide 3, a mid-cancel. That's a homing. Oh god. Is it minus 13 like down 414 though?
ムエタイ特有の一発一発重みのある攻撃とキレのある攻撃っていうのが忠実に再現されていてすごく感動しました。
Because he did that kick, I'm like, I don't remember that animation from 7. And then they show, it's like, oh god.
With his massive reach and powerful heavy-hitting Muay Thai techniques. He might not be the
Okay, jet kick,
fastest, but his sheer
4-3, line into strong aerial tail. Ormus 2 causes ground spike, interesting. Although it had a black spark on it.
Of smaller attacks, then this is the character for you. This character is a result of a collaborative effort, with many individuals contributing to the carefully crafted motion and design. Experience the exhilarating one-hit knockout potential that Fahkumram brings to the fight. So that's all about
what does that even mean?
He's actually personally one of my favorite characters in the series to date, so I can't wait to have everyone have their hands on him. Fahkumram will be available for early access starting July 8th or July 7th PDT for those who own the Season 2 pass.
I was gonna say epic.
The official release begins on July 11th or July 10th PDT. More details about Fahkumram will be revealed in a special live stream scheduled for the day before early access.
Are you kidding me, Michael? Come on, bro. Really, dude? The day before?
Experience the world
Are you
of
fucking
Dragon
kidding
Ball
me, dude?
A brand new Dragon Ball
Okay,
anime
let's
series
rewind it.
through a
I'm
two-part
a little bit
playable
disappointed.
experience
The
in
video
Dragon
was
Ball Z
fine,
Kakarot.
but like we didn't get any info. So that's a little bit disappointing. But yeah, we're gonna have to wait until the 6th for. Oh man, dude, I'm gonna be so busy that day. What the fuck? Okay, let's take a look again. So here you go. So this is the big difference, right? So we have this hook kick option. So yeah, he goes for the 3 slide forward, and he cancels it when he slow motion this. So 3, 4, and he slide it into cancel. So then he goes 4, 4. What's interesting, like look at this animation though. It looks like he's going for a high kick, and then they like chicken out of it. Because like if you look at the dude doing the kick, when he does his hook kick, he's clearly aiming high. Like this. Like that's a high. Like he's jumping when he performs the attack. But then yet when Fahkumram does it, he cancels it, and then he goes high, and then he actually goes mid. So I don't think this is a accident. Like look at that. Now he does the straight kick. Right? That there's no way that's a high. Maybe that is a high. No, that's mid. There's no way. That's like down 4, 3+4 with Dragunov height. Oh, true. He isn't 2 meters. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, let's jump forward. Okay, so then we had a... Unfortunately, what they showed was kind of tame.
Powerful, heavy-hitting Muay Thai technique.
Okay. So jet kick, so back forward 4. Still has the black spark on it though. I wonder if the black spark signifies armor breaker for him, because we see a black spark later as well. Yeah, it might be a high, but I can definitely see that also being a mid. I would hope it's a high because when he does the kick, like I said, they kind of fucked up the animation where it looks like he's aiming high, then he goes. So 4, 3, 2, 4. Okay, so this causes. Okay, so this isn't a strong aerial tail spin. It's that like old back 4 state that like Lars used to have. Put him into the high spin, kind of similar to Brian QCF21, where it just knocks the shit out of them into the air. But it's not actually a sat. So that means this is good for combos. Okay, then he does step kick. So this is almost similar to like King up back 3+4. But yeah, it would have to be forward 4 or forward 3+4 potentially. If it's forward 3+4, that means then his old mid power crush is gone. But yeah, it's some sort of step kick. Although, is this even 60 FPS? No, it's not 60 FPS. So we can't actually count frames. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's between 13 to 15 frames. It's probably 15 frames, the step kick option. I wonder if during the step kick, if he's actually low crushing. Yeah, we saw this in the Fahkumram video too. So this old animation, like this one here, this used to low crush for Fahkumram until they nerfed it. And then they fixed him, quote unquote, like air quotes, right? Yeah, for sure you're going to have crazy range, 100%. That's always been Fahkumram's like MO. So when he ends with the forward +2 later, so we got step kick, and he does some sort of filler. Oh yeah, forward +2. Ah, there you go. So it does have the heat engager spark. So this probably is going to be a launcher. So I think I'm right with the forward +2. Although at the hit, notice it also causes black spark. So does that mean this is also like jet kick going to be a guard crush? Guard crush I mean what do they call it? Armor break, I think is the technical term. Because yeah, we saw in the trailer video that jet kick causes, it destroys power crush. Which, granted, they might get rid of that, right? There's a chance that it's not actually in the game. But yeah, it's nice to see that Forward Pursuit is a heat engager. Because yeah, unfortunately, of course, it's not going to be a wall bounce anymore. So it's going to be launching heat engager style. But then yeah, Black Spark is weird. Because yeah, it kind of conflicts with the red in there. So maybe that is also damage. Or maybe it's just a stylistic choice, right? Because there kind of some black there. Although it's on this move, it's like super obvious, the black on it. I don't know. Okay, I'm probably going to just say no. That's likely not the case. But yeah, that's it. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, so he pops his meter. Yeah, the heat burst. So yeah, glowing red, so he's in install state. And then he goes for his heat smash. Now, how fast the heat smash? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it probably is 15 again. Like his old up 3 plus 4, up 4, 3 plus 4. But what's interesting, like when he does the heat smash here, is notice the animation on. Well, first of all, he goes hella fucking high in the air. What the fuck? But yeah, look at the animation that Kazuya is left at. So we have like the big wall crush effect. But yeah, he doesn't go very far. It's like very lower angled. So that probably means it's not the launching type, right? It probably will wall break for like, you know, strong wall stun or whatever. But I don't think it's going to cause any sort of launching wall break or wall effect. Because yeah, I think the downward trajectory typically means it doesn't have that property. Although maybe at that range you might be able to get something. I don't know. Because yeah, Fahkumram's already recovered before Kazuya can react. Although maybe like +6, maybe +7. But yeah, that's it. That's all we got. So yeah, unfortunately, he said July 6th is going to be the breakdown date. So yeah, we do have the match review, right? Is that July 6th now, Monday? Oh no, July 6th is Sunday. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, Sunday would be the day we're going to do the match review. So again, if you want to do match review, I have it pinned. But yeah, we have plenty of space left still for that. But yeah, we'll be back on the 6th to cover that as well. So yeah, if you guys want to come by, feel free to do so. Otherwise, you can always just watch the VOD. So yeah, unfortunate, but you know, what can you do? Oh, unfortunately, that's 8 o'clock my time, which is when I actually stream. So okay, whatever. We have to do it, right? We have to watch it live. So okay. Interesting. No Harada, just Yasuda. That's it. To cover war crimes. Yeah, maybe. Okay, yeah, we'll be back on Sunday. So again, yeah, match review is earlier on Sunday, and then later in the day we'll go ahead and watch the Fahkumram breakdown. I assume he's probably going to do the full Tekken talk, I imagine. Hopefully it's not as like sparse as what we just watched here. So, oh, Harada went to Turkey. Okay, yeah, I do remember something about that. Okay, yeah, thanks for coming by, guys. I'll probably cut it here because I think, right, there's nothing else. Digimon, yeah. Yeah, thanks Adnan, Aki, Rosary, Medino, Ludo, yeah, Squares, Unair, yeah, thanks everyone who came by. Yeah, I'll see you guys on Sunday. Later, guys.